we're here with cast and crew of My Friend Don. Why don't we go around and start with you, Mark, and you just say, what you did with the film and go from there.
So I'm Mark Riccadonna, and I was fortunate enough to I got to direct this beautiful film.
And I'm Raven Petretti Stamper. I'm the producer and writer.
And I'm Gina Schweppe, and I played Betty Ray Robinson.
So, Raven, when how did you come up with this story?
You get so much feedback from other people in this industry, and I just hit a spot where all of everybody's voices were in my head, and I was getting ready to do rewrites, and I couldn't do them. And I'm not like that. I'm somebody who vomits words onto the page without a problem. And my head was spinning, and I just didn't know what to do. And I put aside the screenplay that I was writing, and I started toying with this, and I just loved it. And I kept writing it. I actually kept putting it aside because it didn't end up coming together the way that I wanted it. So I would put it aside, go back to it when I had spare time, fill it in a little. And each time it got closer and closer to where I wanted it to be. But it's just this, it's a whole piece. Everybody has doubt every now and again. And like I said, I just hit a jag, and I put
every day in my life, right?
And I put it on paper, and people have been really sweet and seem to really like it, and it resonates with them, and that means a lot. I know we all know that.
That's a lot of words on that page. So, Jenna, how did you? That's not easy to do. How did you get through the character there and get all those lines down?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Well, from the moment I read the script, I adored it. I love the way Raven writes. It just flows. It's as an actress. That's one thing. If the writing is really good and rich, it makes the job for the actress so much easier. And so it is, and also I loved the message that it was so universal. I love projects that touch the heart, that can touch the audience's heart. And in fact, when it was shown at the New Jersey premiere, there was a woman that came up to me afterwards, and she was very much in tears. And she said, "I just want you to know that I've been struggling with something in my own personal life. And after seeing this," she said, it's giving me the courage to go forward and do whatever it is in her life that she needed to do, because she was doubting herself. And it just really, really touched my heart. And those are the kind of projects that you want to do. You want to reach your audience and make a difference. And so Raven did that. And with Mark's direction and his gentle guidance, it just all came together with our creative team, from the camera crew to, my co-actor comrade Sneziana. We kind of just worked hand in hand together, and it flowed. It just all flowed.
So, Raven, that's what you wanted to happen, right?
And I didn't know that story. So that story is so touching. Like, that's really beautiful.
Yeah. It made me cry when she told me that. She was in tears, and yeah. Wow. And that's what you want. You want something that touches your audience. And I'm always drawn to projects like that. And it was a blessing to have this project come to me. So I'm so grateful to Raven and Mark, very much so.
So, Mark, how did you get involved with the project?
Well, for me, it was every project always starts with the words, and Raven's such a great writer. So when she said, "I have this idea," I was already on board. And I was like, okay, we're doing something. And I read it and was like, oh my God, this is awesome. And I was so excited, and I had all these ideas in my head and all these thoughts. Then when we went to cast it, I think casting's the second thing. Words are first, casting second. And when Gina and Sneziana came in and started working, I realized my job was to get out of the way and let it happen, and just assemble a crew that can capture what they were doing just in rehearsal. I remember telling Raven, I go, we had a Zoom rehearsal. That could have been the movie. It was so good. These actors were so awesome that it was just like telling the crew, like, just stay out of their way and capture it. That's all we have to do, and it's going to be amazing. So as soon as I started reading it, and then we started casting, I mean, the excitement of this film just kept building and building, and then we shot it at this really amazing spot that I'm pretty sure was haunted. So
did you guys shoot in Jersey City, or was it somewhere else? Or
what was it?
We shot in Princeton.
Princeton, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I mean, a couple of the ghosts may or may not have been SAG. We didn't get any notes, but they kept messing with us while we were filming. And
did the batteries go all the way down? Like the batteries, like you put it in? I know. I'm good friends with some ghost hunters, so I've always wanted to go on a ghost hunt. They brought me on one once, and I was like floored. I was like, I love it.
I will give you the address of this place because we were joking that their grandpa was downstairs in the basement. Yeah. There was a room lock that we couldn't get into, and there were all these noises emanating from downstairs. It was absolutely hysterical and frightening.
You should write a ghost movie and go back there.
But I mean, the whole thing from start to finish, I mean, there was minimal problems. You know what I mean? Everybody just worked their butts off, did their work, and it was so much fun to put together. I mean, other than the ghost messing with us, we had a pretty amazing shoot. And the two actresses, you could not have asked for better actresses. And
it was like the piece was written for them. I mean, it was just amazing. From the first time Mark showed me Snezhana's tape, we couldn't, like, she was so earthy, and so, like, I wrote the character as a foreigner, but she just embodied everything that I was thinking of when I was writing it. And Gina, we pulled in because she was such a pro on my first film, and she just brought the character to life in, again, ways that I just couldn't have imagined when I was putting it on paper. And sorry, Mark, I just interrupted you. I had to say that.
No. You're saying exactly what I was thinking. They were just such a perfect casting that it literally, when we were doing the rehearsals, I was like, it's done. Like, we just got to catch it, and put it together, because it was unbelievable.
And you did. You caught it all. So, yeah.
Did you have to cut a lot out? Was there a lot more to the page that you guys had to cut out, or you get most of it down because there's more conversation?
No, it was. We were pretty on target. Like, everything. The script was. I couldn't see it any other way. Every once in a while, you see these, and you see it in cliched, whatever, where an actor will say, like, well, I don't think I'd say this. There was none of that. Like, this was like, it was a great script. The actors did their work, and everything worked. We did have trouble with the weather being too nice, which was an issue, because it's not supposed to be a beautiful day, but we adjusted and made it work.
Yeah, absolutely. So has it played at any other film festivals yet, or is this like the first one, or no, you said you played already in New Jersey?
It played at the MMM Festival, which is a new festival at Art House in Jersey City. And we just found out we're quarterfinalists in New York International Film Awards, and they have a screening quarterly. So we've got to see if we make it to the end.
Yeah, you're right there in Jersey City, right?
Yes.
So there's a lot going on in New York. You're right there in New York, so you got all those New York festivals.
Yep. Lots to choose from. Hopefully they choose us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, but I know you got it. You got us in late, and I was like, oh yeah, we'll get it in. So I'm like, we'll get it in there, and we did. So
you so appreciate it, and again, because I'm there all the time, because I'm right around the corner. So this is just such a coup for us.
Which is funny because last summer, almost every filmmaker came except there was this person from Jersey City who didn't show up.
The elevator broke down.
We're like, let's go. I made a joke. Let's go to their house right now and just knock on their door, all of us. But yeah,
Actually, how funny would that have been?
like, where were you? He wasn't answering or anything. I'm like, where were you? Like, everyone was there. From California, people were there. No, but yeah.
I was telling Chris before we started, but I didn't get to tell Raven. So actually, do you remember one of our rehearsals from your first movie, Through Open Doors? I went and met my cousin for breakfast.
Was it there?
It was at the
Oh, I
Brightside.
love it.
As soon as I saw that sign, I was like, "Hey,
Oh, that's
I've eaten there."
You must have met Tommy then too. The owner.
They just opened, like they were just opening in the morning or afternoon or whichever. But
Yeah, absolutely.
what a great spot!
Yeah.
I'm so excited to be there for the screening.
yeah.
So Jenna, how did you come about the project in the beginning? You just was it through something, or you saw the script, or?
Well, Raven and Mark were kind enough to put out some names in casting when they were discussing who they wanted in the role, and my name happened to come up because I had worked with Raven and Mark on a previous film that Raven had written called Through Open Doors, in which I played a dying mother, extreme opposite character that Betty Ray is. You wouldn't recognize me at all. I came in that day with no makeup, and I was, cancer kind of patient person. So I came in through an open door of that. I think I had shown Raven at one of her MM festivals a comedic film I had done, so she could see another side of me. And I think you were a little surprised that I had that side of me. So maybe
she's incredibly versatile, and I have to say, a consummate pro. But you can put anything in front of her, and she will find a way to fill it and make it just so believable and so rich.
Well, I appreciate that very much. I love acting. It's in my blood. It's my passion. I started out when, doing Broadway shows before I had my family. I'm a mother of 2 teenage children, and I live in the New Jersey area in near Wayne, Kinnelon, that area.
Yeah, okay.
And I took a long break, but in the past, I'd say 7-8 years, I've gotten back into class and have been doing a lot of short films and projects like that. And I love it. I love it. And I just have so much more in my life now, I think, as an actress, that has made everything richer because of being married and reared children and all of that. So I just feel richer as an actress to bring all my characters to life. And I love bringing them to life. Yeah. And reaching the audience in some sort of way. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, is there anywhere that people can maybe reach you out there, in Instagram or Facebook or anything, if you want to go through any handles or anything, starting with you, Mark?
Mine is Mark Riccadonna, and how it's spelled here. I'm the only one, so you'll find me.
And you can find me at strangebirdproductions.com.
And GinaSchweppe.com.
Great. Anything else that you want to add before I got to do a million of these today? So.
Well, thank you so much for having us. I love that you're doing this with everyone who wants to participate. I mean, just another great thing about the festival. Yeah. And we're so excited.
I started doing this during the pandemic, and I haven't stopped. So it's just
awesome.
That's wonderful.
I could talk all day, but about 110 films this week. I gotta get.
By the end of the day, you'll be like, "Oh my God, what have I done?"
What do I do? We've done one time. I think it was 24 hours straight of podcasting. So I love doing it, and actually, Ming Chen, who runs the studio, and I, we're supposed to start a show together, and our lives are so busy, we never did. So but we do like random shows. We'll just pop up. Like tomorrow night, we're just gonna pop up and do our pop-up show. But we got to like officially do it. just we're both all over the place. So
Well, please tell Ming and
Yeah.
Big Kahuna Christian that we said what's up.
yeah, absolutely,
Love
great,
you guys over at Shared Universe.
absolutely. Yeah, you could come do a show one time. We're in Red Bank and in Homedale.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
thank you so much for having us, Chris.
Yeah, thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the day. Sorry I cut you off, Gina. Sorry.
Okay.